Hey, welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can customize each of those boxes that are on your in your design or in your fan page. In the last video I already shown you how to change all these settings, or what these settings are all for, which are applied on the whole page. But like I said, in this video I'm going to show you how you can customize each of those boxes. And you might have noticed that when you hover, for example, the header, you have three options here in the corner, which is the edit button, a configuration button, and a close button. And the edit button, I think I've already shown you that in a previous video. When you enter that, you'll just have the normal field which you would also see when you would be blogging, for example. So this is where you can just enter all kinds of content. You can add images, or you can add a shortcode or links, and you can make changes, of course. And if you want, you can have it in the center. And I'm just going to apply, and as you'll see, this is now part of the header. And excuse me, you'll see that these boxes, the extra content, the direct footer, and these two all have these three options. But the menu bar, for example, it only has two options, and that's mainly because we cannot change the content of the menu bar from here, because that will be done by the menus feature of WordPress. So that will be covered in another video. So here we only have two settings, and when you go to the main content, we even only have one, because we cannot close this one, because the main content will always be part of your theme that you're creating. So like I said, this is where you change all the, if you want to change the content of what's inside these inside these boxes. The second option is the the configuration settings, and this is where you find all the settings that you can change to whatever is inside the header box. So first of all, you can of course change the font. So you can change the font color. As you can see, now it's green. You can make it larger, for example. You can even change the what kind of font it is, and you can change, if there would be a link in there, you can change the color of the link as well as the hover color. So if someone hovers over that link, if you want, you can enter the box height. That's not necessary, but you can just enter, for example, 100, and then the header box will be a fixed height of 100 pixels high. The padding, which is kind of similar to what I've shown you in the last video. If I just enter 40, then now the outer 40 pixels of this box will not be used. And if I enter 0, then all of the content would be normally used. But in this case, it's 100 pixels high, so it would be it would still show a lot of white space, of course. The spacing is the spacing around. Let me just show it around the box. So as you can see, now it has a spacing around the box before the box starts. So if I want to have a margin on the bottom, for example, margin on the bottom of 20 pixels, then it will be 20 pixels before the next box would start, which is the navigation box in this case. And the background color, you can change the background color if you want. You can also disable any background, so you'll see the page background. And just as with the page, you can enter an image which you can just upload just like you would normally do with WordPress, and then that image will be shown as the background of this header, which is a great way to create your own designs by just implementing the images that you want. And I'll show you later some examples on how to do that as well. So these are the settings that you can configure for each of those boxes. And the configuration settings of the menu bar will have a few other settings, because here you'll also be able to change the floating of the menu. So do you want to have the menu on the left hand side, on the right hand side, or on the center, for example? As you see, it's now in the center. You can change the colors of the boxes, so you can also make them disappear, and then just change the text links color. So now the boxes won't be visible as they were before. You can also change the color of the sub menu. So if there's a sub menu, you can change the color of these boxes if you want. And again, the box height, the padding, spacing, and all the settings that I've shown you before as well. And for all of the other settings, for all of the other boxes, all the settings will be the same as I've shown you before. And like I said, the third option is to close it, and that just simply means that if you close it, it won't be visible on the actual page. So if you don't want any sidebars, or you don't want the extra content, or you don't want the footer content, just close it, and they will be gone. If you don't want the navigation, just close it. Just close whatever you don't want to use, and if you want to use them later on, just click on show and they'll start reappearing again. So that's basically what you can change for each of the boxes. And in the next video I'll give you a demonstration of how to create your own design from scratch.